Hey good people, good morning once again. Time for the third review, third episode, and this is gonna be a comparison video. I thought of doing a retake, but then I'm like, it's gonna be boring. But I have, as you can see from title, two Vetiver fragrances from same house, and this is wonderful house of Guerlain. Guerlain, I am recently falling in love with the house. Before I just loved Leech. Low media line was good, and then I started discovering more and more. You have seen my reviews in last 2 months or so. I reviewed a lot of Guerlains. So Guerlain, I feel, is a niche house, even though they are considered somewhat designer niche at the same time. Today we'll be looking at two Vetivers. Okay, these are in more modern formulation. The Guerlain Vetiver EDT and EDP. This is EDT, my older bottle. This is my new bottle. So you'll see one thing before I start. You'll see the cap color is different than usual Vetiver Extreme. I think this is supposed to be dark green, and this is going to be a little bit different than the EDT. But this is a tester unit, so I'm just using my low boise, just borrowing the cap just for looking pretty in the video. Okay, so I also happen to love and own Abbey Rouge. You guys know I love this perfume EDT, absolute love. So I ordered Heritage or Heritage and Guerlain Home, the EDP or the more Mojito Accord, that one. But today I want to put them side by side rather than reviewing Vetiver Extreme. There's a reason. I want to show you what are the difference basically and which season these are for. Are they redundant? Price wise, how much is it? Longevity, projection, age. I'll just discuss that. So before I start, two information about regarding Vetiver Extreme. This fragrance recently I got to know that it got discontinued. So it's gonna be like, it's not really found in Bangladesh that often. So if you really want to collect it, you better collect it now. So I got this from Perfume Bangladesh. They have few units there. Definitely you should take, very good pricing. And the thing is, Vetiver Extreme, these are bottles, like more modern bottles. So this fragrance is gonna be like in the modern formulation, but still pretty damn good. But if you can find vintages, absolutely go for vintage, older bottles, beautiful stuff. Okay, so here you go. Vetiver EDT, Vetiver Extreme could have been like say EDP. They could have made an EDP version, but let's see. So they can be had for smaller bottles like 50 ml, I think 30 ml, 50 ml bottles, then 100, and they have a big 200 ml. Prices on these about $35 to $40 depending on the market. And the bottle wise, pretty much the same bottle. The EDT is lighter in color, like juice color is lighter green. Citrus is kind of green. Side by side you can see this is much darker, almost like Dior Eau Sauvage, that bottle juice color. And the bottles are pretty amazing. I really love these bottle designs. Okay, when I reviewed this, I think I borrowed it from Dr. Jeffrey, one of my best friends in community. He is really genuinely truly awesome person. So I said this is a great fragrance, but I reviewed it. I gave it sort of like a pass. I said this is not going to work for high heat. And today I want to say that that time Guerlain or Vetiver in general was not my most favorite thing in the world. Okay, and I was just still exploring. I went through Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. I went through Rastasi Wawudi and so many other Vetivers in my journey. Lali Concre Noir, Terre d'Hermes, Daniel's Icon. But Sultan Vetiver was the number one for Vetiver. In recent times, I love that perfume. So when you see them side by side, they have differences. EDT, it's good for summer. This is good for cold weathers. Longevity wise, both are great. I think EDP will last a little bit longer than EDT, but EDT will project more. Okay. This one has EDT has a lot more citrus up top. It's a little bit lighter when you smell it. Yeah, and it's kind of like more like people who smell you from far. This one will be close to you, like about 4 to 5 feet, and it will never ever project more like EDT. So if you're looking for more versatile, I think EDT can be pulled off all year round. This one can be good for cold weather, also rainy, like rainy days when it's all say cloudy, it's thunderstorm going on, it's flooded everywhere. This is so good. Okay, so Vetiver in general I find like great for a rainy time, like why must I say rainy time, rainy days. Okay, so another thing, okay, in terms of smell, these are to me niche quality. I called Vetiver EDT, the dry down is very close to Sultan Vetiver of Nishane, which I love, but Nishane is on different level, like the performance and that Niroli over there, that is just top notch. But if I have a close second favorite, is this one. So are they worth having both? Yes. If you are a fan of vetiver, if you love these fragrances, you'll collect basically the whole line. They are not super expensive. You can collect, like me, Louvre was a the was the other one, the Abbey Rouge, Etage. They're all great fragrance. For the price what you get, you should not miss. And then once they become discontinued, they'll be hard to find. Okay, so appreciate what you have. So if you're not a collector, out of this, which one you should pick? If you live in more hot, humid weathers, EDT is the way to look at. Get a 200 ml, and you just need 4 to 5 sprays to make it last half the day. Okay, so this is a beast mode performer, no doubt about it. But if you want to upgrade, okay, from this, if you love this, if you're in love with this perfume, and you just, it's something like Terre d'Hermes EDT versus Parfum. I did not think of so much of EDT, I mean the Parfum version of Terre d'Hermes, but more and more I sniffed it in the cold weathers, I fell in love. I understood the sophisticated vibes from it. It's a lot more deeper. So this is the same story with Vetiver Extreme. I think it has a little bit different notes. It's a bit on the like much higher class compared to, if you just ask me about class, I think this is how they look, you know, like difference. This is much higher up in the class for the smell. This is kind of like a niche quality, okay, more niche quality, so more so than EDT. So it's up to you. I mean, I'm gonna own both, I'm gonna cherish both, and if I find a 200 ml of EDT, I'll buy it as a backup bottle. But this is an upgrade from this one if you talk about sheer quality of the juice. But if you want overall performer, you want to enjoy vetiver in general, don't want to risk it, and you don't want to take a little bit more daring side to fragrances, I think you should avoid this and get EDT. So both are great. Okay, this is 10 in my book, this is 9 overall rating. Price wise, both are same ballpark, but if you're a collector, I would collect both. Okay, and you will find out your different weathers to reach for them eventually, both of them. Okay, this fragrance also reminds me a little bit of one fragrance. Let me finish by saying this. One discontinued perfume is, you can see the juice color is also similar. Okay, if you love Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum, this is Mar Vetiver, and I think there's bergamot or lemon, but this is a fragrance that I truly cherish. And if you love this one, I would say, since this is discontinued, the value of these fragrances are equal. Okay, so this is a try, not a must buy, but if you love EDT, I think you should get Guerlain Vetiver the extreme version, even though it's EDP. I mean, it's EDT. This is good performer. So overall, which one wins, you decide. But I think overall winner, if you talk about versatility, usability, if you want to start from one of these, you should get the EDT. And if you want to upgrade from this, you should get the Extreme. That's the comparison video, guys. Hopefully you will understand. These are good for casual, suit, formal, overseas trips. They're great fragrances. Okay, take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that's all, and hopefully enjoyed the video. I'll sign out. Bye bye.